Alone and unaware, the silent epidemic killing us. You've been lied to about health. Here's what's really killing us. What if the one thing silently draining your energy, messing with your sleep, and even shortening your lifespan isn't something your doctor will ever test for? It wasn't for Kenzie. She had all the basics down: daily workouts, a meal plan loaded with leafy greens, weekly check-ins with a therapist. She'd just moved to a buzzing metropolis for her dream job in tech, balancing a demanding workload while supporting her mom through a newly diagnosed chronic illness. On paper, Kenzie was the definition of doing everything right for her health. But late at night, she'd wrestle with insomnia. She'd wake up feeling hollow, her mind wandering in a fog. She was hitting her goals on the outside, but feeling unsteady on the inside. Kenzie was following every piece of standard medical advice. So why did she still feel so off? Turns out, what she was missing isn't unique to her. It affects billions worldwide. It might even be missing in your life, too. The one thing no one talks about. We usually think of health in just two dimensions: physical and mental. Go to the gym, eat your veggies, clear your head with meditation. Done, right? But there's a third dimension we almost never discuss, and not having it can wreck everything else. It's called social health. If you've never heard that term, you're not alone. Most people haven't. But it's just as vital as exercise and mindfulness. Because when our relationships with others are weak, when genuine connection is missing, every other aspect of health can start to crumble. The silent killer that doesn't show up in blood tests. On a global scale, 1 in 4 people feels chronically alone. 1 in 5 has no one to call in a crisis. Imagine how many souls around you are quietly drowning in isolation. This isn't just heartbreaking, it's dangerous. Chronic loneliness triggers harmful stress responses in the body, lowers our immune defenses, raises the risk of serious conditions like heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, dementia, and depression. Even shortens our lifespan, and it's often compared to smoking 15 cigarettes a day in terms of health impact. But unlike cigarettes, you can't see loneliness or smell it. It slips into your life without warning, and it can devastate from within. It's not just Kenzie, this is everywhere. Kenzie's struggle isn't an isolated case. You don't have to move cities to feel disconnected. Look at Zane, a college freshman who can't seem to click with his classmates in the dorm. Or Carmen and Luis, parents juggling 2 little kids and demanding jobs, with barely a moment to hang out with friends, let alone each other. Or Devin, recently retired, missing workplace banner and rarely seeing the grandkids who live hours away. Different ages, different lifestyles, but the same invisible barrier: lack of real human connection. The 5-3-1 rule that could change everything. So how do we fight back? It's not about another cleanse or a new morning routine. It's about prioritizing human relationships as seriously as you do your physical or mental wellness. Here's a straightforward framework. 5-3-1. 5 interactions each week with different people. Not just the same roommate, partner, or best friend. Go for variety. We thrive when our social circle includes coworkers, neighbors, acquaintances, even friendly strangers. 3 meaningful relationships in your life that you actively nurture. Think about it like a top 3 list. Who do you trust with your secrets? Who do you celebrate life's small wins with? These are the people you want to text first when things get tough. 1 hour a day spent in intentional connection. This could be face-to-face coffee dates, phone calls, video chats, or meaningful texting. If you think you're too busy, remember, the average adult spends over 4 hours a day staring at a phone. Just swap some of that scrolling time for real conversations. How Kenzie turned it around, and what it means for you. Once Kenzie committed to the 5-3-1 rule, everything changed. She started inviting a friendly coworker for quick lunch breaks. She found a local group that did weekend hikes and joined them, even when it felt awkward at first. She'd FaceTime her mom just to show her a funny moment from the day, not just to discuss doctor's appointments. She even called up an old friend from high school to catch up and reminisce. Slowly, her nights got more restful. Her attention span during work improved. She felt lighter, more vibrant, more herself. That's the real power of tending to your social health. Because while a nutritious diet and a calm mind are critical, so is the feeling that you're not going through life alone. a vision for a truly connected future. Just imagine schools that teach kids how to form genuine bonds, right alongside reading and math. Cities built to bring neighbors together instead of pushing them apart. A culture where talking about loneliness isn't taboo, where we tackle it openly, the same way we've started addressing mental health. Not too long ago, mental health was a topic we mostly kept behind closed doors. Now, therapy apps and open conversations are normal. Why shouldn't social health follow the same path? So what can you do right now? Don't wait until you're utterly drained or wondering why life feels dull. Start small today. Text someone you've lost touch with. Accept an invitation, even if you're tired after work. Smile and say hi to someone you usually ignore in the hallway. Grab coffee with a friend. No agenda, just real talk. Because once you invest in your social health, it's not just you who benefits. Every person you connect with feels that sense of belonging too. Like ripples in a pond, your effort spreads outward, reinforcing the social health of everyone around you. So make this a priority. Nourish your relationships as carefully as you do your body and mind. Because real health isn't complete without genuine human connection. And maybe this is the key we've been missing all along. Follow us on this channel for more thought-provoking content. Subscribe, like, and share.